All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Bang, bang. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 24. Check 24. Check 31. Check 31. Begin. Check. Crunch.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 4. Lane 5-3. Cross the run.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Protein spill. Hey, go Mike 4. Sunday. 3 bud. Mike 40. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check hot route. Hot. Check 26. Check.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Check 4. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Deuce.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, kill. Mike 40. Get him. Let's find 7. Check the hot rate. Hey, alert 3. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
X3, 2-8-3, chop. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch
Lion.
twins.
Shift. Watch the shift.
36.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Greystone.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. The 11-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 13. Check 13. Watch
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Grip on Tim.
49 the mic. 49 the mic. Man.
Hey. High 7.
Mike's 49.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Back.
82.
Get that ball. 40's the mic. Squeeze. Here we go, D.
Lefty.
It's just me and you.
To throw, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
Check.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, rip on 2. On here.
Now, Wentz again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Brushing off defenders. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. He's checking.
General West. Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Great 15.
Crunch time, defense. Mike's 49. I'm trying to collect.
Let's go. Great. Kill.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And it's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. Watch
Man find 7.
Safety's creeping. Safe. Watch twist.
On first down, it's Sanders. Earl Thomas in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens 29-yard line.
Check 50.
Porky, 82, Porky. Hey, Zoo.
Check nine. Kill.
Hey, Lou. What's it done?
To throw is Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
Solid.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Here.
Check three.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
The great 57. What's that?
From the red zone now, Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kenny Young, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Topper! 5'9".
Slam.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up third and 12.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check three.
Tight ram. Hey, 74. Here, shift.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Great 15.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
80 weapon.
Fourth down.
49.
Here, shift.
49 to Mike. Watch the run. Chance.
Hey, other side, solid.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Let's go, D.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Get ready.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And down to the 27-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He won't be ready.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Good. Silver.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check 37.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. 16 yards, a first down.
64, weak.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Watch the win.
And an Eagles first down.
81, 81.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
You. Sponge. No.
Please.
Check the backer.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, check 24.
Great.
Shit.
Hey, Bush.
Shit. Hey.
Ramp. What's that?
Wentz to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Two jet.
49's the mic. Watch that.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They're running it. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the curl. Hey, watch edge. Check.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete.
We got this.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Come. Hey, empty. Here.
I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Check 6 Check 24, check 24. Check 31, check 31.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
5-7.
Down, stand up in. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Run.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Check, crunch.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Forward, Tokyo.
Who that? Kill.
Hey, ram.
Check.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
He's coming.
chill. Hey, 4-2, chill.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's find two.
Hatchet. Alert flare.
Here, shift.
Flare.
Done.
48 to Mike. Here we go.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now.
This is done.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Man, 5-7.
40's a Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check your hot read. Hey, alert 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Tyus Bowser, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Fresno. 25. Check.
Lion.
Alert 3.
This is done.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Flag.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Ravens 38, Eagles 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 13.
Lefty, lefty.
Watch the safety creep. Back. Joker. Check.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Man, 5-7.
And 11.
Switch.
At the 34-yard line.
Wait, touch.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You got tight right there. Switch. Shift. Slam. Switch.
Lefty.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Waiting.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, Lou.
Under crunch. He's coming. We got double up. Watch out. Out.
They'll run. It's Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Sunday.
Watch the screen. Pass. He's checking. Crap.
Down the man inside. What's that?
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
48.
Here.
Not today, you are. Not today. Shift.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen. Switch. Jack.
Wentz now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Sunday.
Oh, you got deep? Check.
Hey, orbit.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
6-6. Pull it high. Ram.
50-yard line.
Kill. On your tip.
Outside, solid.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
You got nothing. Check three. Jam.
Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm here all day. Rush in.
No.
Rush in. Check 3. Check 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Ferguson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Sunday. Rip.
I got him. Tighten up.
Now Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Ferguson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Hey, watch
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right side. Bravo. Check. Check 43.
Running on first down, Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Let's go, right here. Kill.
Please.
SOS.
82.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Here we go.
First and 10.
Walk. Get walk.
Go.
Watch twist.
Hey, great 5-2. On here. Hey, wahoo!
Hey, go, Mike 40. We own them.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Kill.
That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Going on the ground with Eckler. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
First down, Baltimore.
Set, ready. 15 on it. Mike 54. He's scared.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Check 37. Check 37.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Man, I got you. Check the backer. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Kill.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Steve 6.
49, guys. Mike. Hey, tight. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Watch the run. Good south, baby.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 49.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Let's make what you done.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Shit. Hey, switch.
5-9.
Hey,
Buzz.
look, 48. Look, hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
Watch the run. Mike, 48. Hey, let's get this. Check 48's the mic.
Again, it's Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, 74.
Mike's 40. Now watch run. 40's the mic. Hey, watch this.
Hey, Bush.
Hey, watch this.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.